Yes, as we were saying, EarlOfM starting off with the classic Sephiroth. Two quite legendary characters here. Solid Snake and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. I actually don't know how this is going to go. Sorry. Sephiroth will probably have a lot more control in terms of advantage, like when he's in advantage state. But I think based on the weights of these characters, NickRoy will also have an advantage.
Yeah. One notable thing, at least, about this matchup is that some people tend to think that, you know, Cloud's down B, the Scintilla, would be really, really helpful. But the problem is that if it gets activated by the physical hit of the grenade as opposed to the explosive hit, then Sephiroth can still get harmed by the explosive, which is really bad.
Yeah. One thing I'm actually a bit surprised by is I thought EarlOfM would be doing more ledge traps, more like forward air ledge traps, or even neutral B. Because as we know, he's a master of ledge traps when he plays fireman characters.
NickRoy gets a sticky, and he knew exactly when to pull it.
Yeah, missing the tech there. Losing in stock, evening the game up again.
But I like how NickRoy was extremely patient for that. He was trying to vary the timing, so Earl thought that he could do the up B to get up to the ledge.
NickRoy's movement is actually phenomenal right now. He's avoiding all of Earl's attacks right now and just placing just a little trap, just a little bonus surprise for him. Wow, even I'm forgetting where these C4s are. Crazy pressure from NickRoy here.
It's all about that stage control, especially with Snake.
I'm surprised it didn't kill.
I'm surprised that almost killed. That killed her though.
Yeah, he may have been able to live. It's possible, but he was holding in, trying to get back onto the stage, and so he didn't PI it right.
And you see that
situation.
That big sword from Sephiroth is just being so annoying, at least in that case with the explosive. He's trying to get those pokes in, but he's just been hitting these grenades, just like that. Spacing though with that up air to actually not get caught by the explosive.
Reading NickRoy's double jump there. If that up B hit, it absolutely would have killed. But I'm not sure if it would have knocked Snake out of his Cypher. I'm not sure. Well done to avoid the Shadow Flare.
Right there, but you can see that NickRoy is trying to keep up this wall. He doesn't want Earl to get in.
He keeps resetting neutral by like landing on platforms on NickRoy. And that's definitely giving Earl some trouble. If he can use his forward airs a bit better, or his up airs to cover the platforms. But that forward air stabbing NickRoy, just taking him away.
I believe that I remember Void saying that resetting on a platform, that's considered like the tweak. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a really good technique.
I think that especially, like, you know, these players especially, they understand that there's a lot that can be said, not just with how you're throwing out moves, but also just your movement in general. And how, if you're really intentional in what you're doing, it can help a lot with your gameplay.
Oh man, this is actually down to the wire now. And like just a few seconds, all got like 30%, 40%, you know?
Both these players at relatively high percent. If NickRoy is able to get a grab, that might make a very big difference to Earl. Oh no!
Oh, he put it there right before he got hit. That's hilarious.
He was doing those up smashes, and Earl tried to interrupt him with that Octo Slash, but you know the up slash was still active. The mortar came down, and Earl ate it.
Yeah, NickRoy taking game one, small battlefield, great starting stage, but a little bit more, I guess, favoring NickRoy, favoring Snake at least. That's how I see it. And NickRoy, obviously, you know, justifying that win by playing extremely well. Great pressure, great movement. It was still close though, so I think EarlOfM could definitely take this as well. Just gotta see what happens.
You definitely feel that, especially from the more top level players, that stages start to mean less and less to them. They rely more at least on their play.
I think both matchups and stages start meaning less and less. It's all about like the player matchups and getting into their head and not letting them get into yours. And you're finished, dude. You're finished.
Not yet.
All a good night. Excellent air dodge.
The stage presence. I forgot to see if NickRoy actually placed down that C4 on the stage. So I wasn't sure if he was exactly dead, but
yeah. Comparing NickRoy's Snake to other snakes, actually really gives good insight on the C4 specifically, you know? 'Cause I feel like NickRoy is a little bit more patient with him. He doesn't seem as aggressive.
One thing that I'm interested in is that...
Whoa! They both exploded and then he got sliced.
I was about to say some commentators curse, because I was about to say something about NickRoy's disadvantage state being surprisingly good.
Yeah.
He hasn't been caught in too many bad.
Oh man, so much damage. NickRoy is already at 107. Taking the stock with another double jump bait C4. Quite a common technique, but you know, now he's behind by a lot. Definitely seeming like EarlOfM is playing more safe, more playing at his range, which is, you know, maximum.
Maximum coming up from Sephiroth can just put on so much extra damage. Snake, you know, Snake is fine with taking damage, but you know, you want to get those trades with the explosive.
They finally added the creator of Smash to Smash, the Masamune Samurai himself. Feel me? Sephiroth.
Nice up tilt though.
Yeah, dash up tilt, catch the landing in the end like a forward air. Excellent job from NickRoy. His advantage is really good, and wow, after the down air, he got caught by the grenade. Earl's taking quite the damage. Excellent, another good jump read, being the drift in, and getting a sweet spot as well. Which can sometimes be hard to get the sweet spot of. Any of Sephiroth's slashes.
I feel like both these players are trying really hard to at least set up some of their positioning. You can see that NickRoy, for the most part, you can see these hanging under the platform for a lot of his, you know, setting up grenades and stuff.
Oh,
he broke a shield.
He might be. Okay, he's got to do his bigger flare.
He might be dead.
Not fully dead, right?
Not quite yet. Barely going to live that too.
He's a big man.
He's a big man. He's heavy, but I was.
And he still has the wing though. That's really that's a bad call.
That is. He does still have that wing. That's still the game saying that he can come back in this case.
Yeah. And he's not gonna lose that wing. He's gonna have it for the rest. He's gonna have 3 jumps.
Oh, nice!
Ooh, stabbed him in the foot. Disconnected the ankle. Let's go. Seems like Earl. He's doing a lot better that game. He kind of has more of a feel of what to do when after hitting NickRoy. Even though he's still getting hit by a lot of the grenades, he was able to, you know, hit him at max range with forward airs and back airs. Obviously, same stage, just as Rifflip was saying. It's the stages start to matter less and less the better you get at the game, you know. I'd probably consider this matchup even, to be honest. Assuming they're going back to the same stage, but I don't know for sure. Ooh, Earl switching to Lucina. Even after taking a W, he's like, nah, I gotta switch it up. Can't let him figure me out the way I figured him out. Smashville.
I'm curious.
Great stage for Snake.
I'm curious if this is a stage thing as well as to why he's going Lucina, or maybe if he's just trying to. Oh no!
Oh, Wi-Fi got him. Yeah, he buffered the air dodge. He may have just done it before he did his double jump, but not sure what happened. He lost his stock, and NickRoy already with a huge lead because of it. One mistake. Unfortunate for him.
Can I just say that I love watching Earl's Lucina? The best way to describe it is efficient.
I 100% agree.
Like I remember catching one of his streams when he was still streaming and he was playing Lucina, and he would talk through like his thought process, and I would just think, yeah, of course, I can totally see that. And it felt like he was making all the right decisions. Yeah, clipped by that grenade though, but nice way to get NickRoy off stage. Can he get the edge guard? Yes, he can. Also, a little taunt coming off from Earl, and maybe he's trying to say, look, that was Wi-Fi in the past, but time to show you what it means to have neutral at this point. NickRoy not trying to let him have any of that, though, as he tries to keep on this pressure. What I like especially is that Earl, he is taking control of that center platform, not just like for the center stage, but also to make it so that NickRoy's approach, or the window to approach Snake at this point, is just really, really open. Because NickRoy wants to get right under that platform. He doesn't want to have Earl have those easy jump-ins to get possibly a fair or anything. he wants to try and stay protected so he can keep up the wall with the grenades, with the explosive. Getting the explosive, also to link off after that back air. Random F smash.
You see, even after losing his stack at 0%, Earl is still, you know, he's evened it up mostly, you know.
That is
but he can't get grabbed. If he gets grabbed, he just loses. Or loses the stock at least. And Earl's classic edge guarding, ledge trapping, it's so good. Covers every option all at once. As you were saying, it's just efficient. Perfect option coverage, you know?
Gonna miss that fair, but he'll get that bear as well. And suddenly, Earl lost that first stock due to an SD, but now Earl is in the lead. Here comes the up smashes as well, but an up tilt as well.
Good ledge trapping from both players, and a taunt from NickRoy. Ooh, he's feeling himself now.
Yeah, Earl taunted after he took NickRoy's first stock as well. So NickRoy returning the favor. Dash attack as well.
Still has great movement, and it's it's just a smaller sword as well. So
let's get off me, Tool, but he does not. Earl does not have the jump. I don't.
He sent upward instead of spiking. That's surprisingly, honestly.
I don't know what NickRoy was going for, but this is so tense. Both main characters at high percent.
Lucina won't be able to get a kill as easy as Snake.
Yeah, but get Snake off stage, and here comes the bad situation. Earl will be able to make it back. He's trying to find this kill. No!
And trading with the up tilt.
Oh.
NickRoy taking it. Perfectly even game, although if Earl didn't SD, there's a good chance he would have taken it. Hard to know for sure. Even after he started evening it up, NickRoy was still able to gain a bit more control, you know? Ledge trapping him for a long time with those lingering back.
Yeah.
I definitely think Snake has an advantage on that stage.
I don't know why it feels like a while, or especially since I've been here for so long. I forget if this is a best of 5 or not. I believe it's best of 5 for all.
It's usually best of 3, but today it's a best of 5. Usually the first round of top 8 is a best of 3, but as this is the 1-year anniversary with a $100 pop bonus, of course, the stakes are a bit higher. NickRoy holding the lead in the set, 2-1. Ooh, and Battlefield. Not small Battlefield, just regular.
So, I'm kind of interested in this, because, at least from what I remember that Bushi gave me, is that you don't take Snake to Battlefield. Battlefield is good for Snake.
Well, the thing is that I feel like this could go either way, like, just like, you know, everything else we've seen in this set. This could go either way, you know?
Yeah.
Because any sword character, especially Marcin Lucina, they do so well. They do so well on Battlefield. Because they can just juggle you for days and days. Landing up air, up tilt even, you know? Great options.
I feel like it's an interesting, at least, match in that case when both characters especially like Battlefield. Because then it's a question of who can use it better. And the reason why I don't take Snake to Battlefield personally is what NickRoy is doing right now. Earl has a hard time of getting in because those platforms severely limit his aerial approach option.
Oh, and he catches the jumps at the end of him? No, he's not back. Yeah. A good air dodge from NickRoy to get back in his stage without a hit. Didn't get hit by the grenade, so he's not dying or anything. Very close, very close. Still in the first stock. For the whole minute. You don't actually often see that in Ultimate. Stocks usually fly, but they're both playing so safe. Landing back air? That's an Earl.
I'm not even sure if I would say safe. These players have just been smacking each other up. And then up smash the Book, and I finally take that first stock. NickRoy at 163.
He may not have been trying to do an F smash there, but he still got a little bit of damage. 42%. Downer out of shield, a great option from Snake. Downer is frame 4, right? Frame 3 or frame 4?
I believe it's frame 5, if I remember correctly, but nice F smash though coming off from Earl. Trying to keep NickRoy off.
Oh, misspacing the arrow.
Bit of an unsafe fair.
Back throw, explode, and he's dead. Yeah, you get your spot dodge read by a Snake and just put a hilarious bomb on you. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Snake's taunts, I think, are just hilarious for the most part.
Snake as a character is hilarious until you have to play against him, especially someone like Apollo Kage. You have to deal with that guy.
I love that. I love that coming out. NickRoy's been doing that air dodge very often to get back to the ledge after a Cypher, so Earl was immediately right on that and decided to take advantage of it right there.
So many snakes will air dodge down there, but NickRoy air dodge diagonally forward and down. So, but after you know, if you're as experienced as Earl is, you can absolutely call that out.
That placement of the grenade, though, gonna catch Earl even when he's trying to Professor NickRoy in that sense.
This could potentially be the last game unless Earl takes it here.
He has the lead percent-wise.
This is down to the wire, as always. Yet again, completely even. Especially if you consider the character's weight and kill power. Snake's basically the same percent.
See NickRoy trying to stick on those platforms. He does not want to give Earl too much breathing room. Cypher as well to knock him away, but this very well could be the end. He has to try and get Earl away. He gets him away with the Cypher, but still not quite enough. He needs to get in. Up tilt from behind! That's gonna take it!
And NickRoy takes the set 3-0, or 3-1 over Earl.
That small little hitbox that covers just right above him